Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And today here on our airwaves, we have a very, very special program. And I personally am very, very proud to be hosting it here for you. We do talk all the time about the Radha Krishna temple in Allen and about Swami Mukundananda. Well, today I would like to, in detail, introduce you to Swamiji. A very big, amazing contribution to our Dallas community is being made by the Radha Krishna temple. So, and I know that you're behind all this. So how are you able to achieve such a work of such magnanimity?
Shabnamji, we have been blessed by God to have a very strong, a very dynamic, and a very passionate team who really believe in what they do. As the saying goes, that people are the strength of an organization. Our volunteer group is extremely committed to the work that they are engaged in. They do believe that this is providing value and truly bringing about a transformation in the lives of people. So there are so many services that are required in society. People need health, people need education, people need food. However, as the saying goes, man does not live by bread alone. It is the spiritual nourishment which is at the core of a good and a wonderful life. Let me share a little humorous story with you. One man brought a pet parrot from the store. He carried him home in a cage. And the next day he found that his parrot is morose. So he went to the shop owner and said, "What to do with my parrot?" The shop owner said, "Do you have a stairway in your cage?" He said, "No." He said, "Try it out. It'll enthuse the parrot." So he added a stairway to the cage. But he came back again after 2 days and said it's not working out. The pet owner suggested that he can add a little bathtub where the bird can take a bath. He added that as well. But he came back again after a couple of days and said, "My parrot is still morose." So he said, "Why don't you try adding a swing to that cage?" He did that as well. And then again returned. And he said, "You know what? My parrot has passed away." The shop owner said, "Really? Did he say anything before passing away?" This man said, "Yes." He said, "Don't they have any food in that shop?" In other words, this person was taking care of the external cage, but he was not feeding the bird itself. In the same way, we provide ourselves with so many bodily luxuries and so many means of entertainment and gratification and comfort, but the soul within is crying. The soul says, "I'm still hungry." We say, "Come on, I've taken you to Las Vegas and to Atlantis City, isn't that enough?" The soul says, "I'm still unhappy." That soul is looking for spiritual nourishment. So our volunteers have this firm conviction that the best thing they can do for people is to help uplift and transform them in a spiritual manner. The JKYog does run charitable hospitals and educational institutes, but our real business is the life transformation of people. With that conviction, the volunteers are doing a tremendous job. Our JKYog volunteers are distributed not only around USA and India, but throughout the world.
Wow. So they have this desire or this spirit or the feeling from inside that they want to come and volunteer. I don't think we can force it on anybody. It comes from within you. But how do you manage so many? Because I know there's multiple works of volunteerism that are involved in such a big organization. How do you manage these volunteers?
Spiritual management is about inspiring people. The job of a spiritual leader is to instill that yearning in others, to enhance themselves and to perform the best that they can do.
So where there are human beings concerned, there's bound to be conflicts. Do you sometimes have conflicts with these volunteers?
Conflicts, Shabnamji, is the way of this world. The little time that I worked, I was in a company called Tata Burroughs. It was a precursor to the IT companies of today. It was a collaboration between the Tatas and Burroughs of England. They used to send people from India on projects, consultancy projects worldwide. And they would send teams of 2 for a period of 1 year. So the team would go for a year and return. Now the record said that 90% of the times, those 2 people ended up fighting during the 1 year. So conflicts is the nature of this world, because everybody has different temperaments, and those temperaments are natural, they are not going to match. One person's temperament itself keeps on changing throughout the day. So whenever conflicts do happen amidst volunteers and people get disturbed, so they come to me, what to do? I say, look, you have to change your own expectations. If you expect the best and ideal behavior from the other, it's natural when it doesn't happen, you're going to get disturbed. But if you understand that person is a human being, that person has his or her own frailties and issues and difficulties that they are coping with, then you will be lenient and considerate towards them. It's just like if you are walking on the road and standing on the crossing, somebody is abusing you, you will feel terrible about it. But when you go close and see this person is crazy, he is mad, you will no longer feel bad. If he is mad, he can say anything. So similarly, we are all in the realm of Maya in this material world. If we want to have perfect people to interact with, we'll have to go to Golok, the abode of God. And until we reach there out here, it is a fact of life and we have to learn to live with it.
So how do you manage when there's a conflict, let's say, amongst these volunteers? Volunteerism, of course, volunteerism to me is already of a high order. Each one is getting whatever they value as their return in that. It's not monetary, it's not material. So how do you manage that?
Shabnanji, wise leadership is not about ensuring there is no conflict, because conflict is a part of the process. In other words, it's not just about the growth of the organization, it's the growth of the individuals of the organization, which is also important. And a part of that growth process is facing conflict, resolving it, and becoming a better person out of it. So when I find the conflict is there, I don't step in and say stop. I help each person get a better understanding and learn to enhance themselves out of the situation. When you find this gap between where you are and where you wish to be as intolerable, that then will develop within you the deep aspirational energy which will help propel you to tremendous heights.
It was a transformational experience for me.
Truly life-changing and inspiring.
Participating in yoga and pranayama meditation, I could just let go of myself. It was just amazing.